an entrepreneur, we'll give you 5 different things about an entrepreneur that I think are really important, right? So the first thing about an entrepreneur is entrepreneurs are big thinkers, right? They're problem solvers. They like to answer questions. They like to solve problems. Sometimes they solve problems we don't even know we have. So can somebody give me an example of something that we have today that's for sale, something that you put on your Christmas list today that we maybe didn't have 2 or 3 years ago? So something we didn't have when you were in kindergarten, but we have now that you're in 5th grade. Tell me, Red Shirt.
The iPhone 7.
Fantastic! iPhone 7, what about you? MacBook, yes, that's a good one too. What about you?
Like,
Yeah, no, those are great answers. You know what, something I think about that is a hoverboard. How cool is a hoverboard? Right? Well, an entrepreneur created the hoverboard, right? So entrepreneurs, they try and solve problems. Well, having a hoverboard really doesn't solve a problem, right? I mean, a hoverboard gets you from point A to point B, right? Hoverboard can take me from here to there, but I can do that with just my feet. I can ride a bike, right? But an entrepreneur came up with something that created a demand, right? So they're problem solvers, they're big thinkers, they're big dreamers. I have this idea that I want to turn into a company. That's what an entrepreneur is. Another thing about an entrepreneur that's really great is that...
Sorry to interrupt, but Marlene, you're going home. Marlene? Not here? She's right there.
Give her a little goodie bag. So another great thing about entrepreneurs, guys, is that entrepreneurs know who their customers are. So how many of you have had a teacher that you really, really loved?
Oh, yeah.
So what was it about that teacher? What did you like most about her?
that she took it to her home and she gave us
That's awesome. What about you?
To your house?
to her house.
What about you?
She's funny.
It's funny. No, that's a really good one. So teachers can be smart, they can be funny, they can be nice, they can be mean sometimes, right? They can be strict, right? They can be strict, but that doesn't make them a bad teacher, right? So what makes them a good teacher is that they like to listen to you, right? They get to know you. So like a good teacher, good entrepreneurs get to know you as a customer. So how many of you know what Under Armour is? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Under Armour. Yeah, Under Armour.
Right here.
Yeah,
No, not under your arm, Jim.
Sorry.
like a weapon that when someone's like
I was thinking about Under Armour, the company that creates T-shirts and athletic apparel. Yeah. So that kind of Under Armour. So that Under Armour was started by an entrepreneur, and his name is Kevin Plank.
Oh, I know that dude.
Kevin
That's
Plank.
my cousin. Yeah.
Kevin Plank, when he was working out, he noticed that he got all sweaty and nasty, and his shirt got heavy and wet. How many of you ever hug someone after they work out and they're gross? It's disgusting, right? Yeah. So he, while he's working out, says, I have a solution to this gross shirt that I'm wearing that gets nasty every time I work out. And that's Under Armour. So he came up with this cool T-shirt that it takes your sweat and it sucks it into the material and actually helps cool your body off. And it's dry to the touch, right? So he created Under Armour. And in doing that, he had to get to know his customers. So he sent out a bunch of free shirts. You guys got free shirts. He sent out a bunch of free shirts to colleges and professional athletes and schools and said, tell me what you think about my great idea. I'm this entrepreneur. And they gave him feedback. He's like, oh, I don't like this about it. I don't like this about it. It'd be so much better if you did this. He got to know his customers, and in doing so, he started off with just a shirt. And now they have socks, and they have shoes, and they have helmets, and they have gloves. He's an entrepreneur, and he uses customer feedback to make his business better. So, what have we talked about? Number 1, you got to be a brainiac, right? You have to really, really, really have these great ideas and want to solve a problem. Number 2, you got to know your customer. And the third thing is you got to be passionate about what you're doing. Passionate. You have to think about it morning, noon, and night. Be passionate about what you're doing as an entrepreneur. So, what are your favorite things to do? Play soccer. That's awesome. What about you?
That's like
Basketball. So we got sports are a great thing to do.
Play soccer.
Sports, yes. What about you? Basketball. What about you?
Soccer.
That's awesome. What about singing and dancing?
Drawing.
Drawing and art, right?
Playing
So-
instruments.
So being an entrepreneur means you get to do what you love all day long. You're passionate about it. And it doesn't really seem like a job because you love it. How awesome would it be to get up every day and your job was to play soccer or basketball or dance or draw, right? So entrepreneurs are very passionate about what they do. Who knows who Steve Jobs is? Steve Jobs. He's a famous entrepreneur.
Tim
Who knows
Cook.
what Apple is?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah,
he's
I
got
got
an
an
Yeah, he's one of the co-founders of Apple, and probably, in my opinion,
I love it.
I do too.
He made an iPhone.
One of the greatest entrepreneurs in history, right? So
Yeah.
he was so passionate about what he did when he first started. How much do you think he made? How much do you think his paycheck was every year? $1.
For real?
$1. His paycheck was $1 when he first started because he wasn't in it for the money. Now, granted, the money came later because he was worth a whole lot of money. But he did it because he loved it. He was passionate about it. Entrepreneurs are passionate about what they do.
No,
They don't want the money.
Oh, and now I would quit that job.
And the fourth thing about entrepreneurs, guys, so we've talked about, they've got big ideas, we solve problems, we create demand. Second thing is we know our customers. The third thing is we have passion. The fourth thing is, just like Steve Jobs, he tried a lot and he failed a lot. So being an entrepreneur, you're working for yourself, your own boss. Who doesn't want to be their own boss? Everybody wants to be their own boss, right? So you try and you fail a lot. You said MacBook. Earlier. Do you know how many MacBooks were designed before it actually became a MacBook? 100. A MacBook. They went through 100 different versions of the MacBook before it ever actually became the MacBook that they sell in the stores, right? So they tried and tried and tried. They failed a lot, but in the end, they came up with a great product, right? And then the last thing I want to talk to you about, and then we'll get into some fun stuff, is the last thing is they're very inquisitive. They ask a lot of questions. More questions than you can probably handle. How many of you had your parents, you asked them a ton of questions and they're like, why are you asking so many questions? I'm guilty of it, am I not, Cayman? Have I said that to you before? I probably said that to you before. Well, your parents may not like for me to say this, but questions are fantastic. They're like the broccoli for your brain, right? Asking questions teaches you about things. It creates new ways of thinking, right? We learn from questions, so questions are fantastic. All right, Sydney, why does this matter to me? Why do I care about being an entrepreneur? Ask me that.
Why do I care?
Yeah, what do I care? Good question. I'm 5 on that one. I care about being an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. Eric is an entrepreneur. Jim is an entrepreneur. Esteban is an entrepreneur. We're old. We're not going to be around forever. We only have so many ideas here, right? Who's the next generation of entrepreneurs? Me. Yes, exactly. You guys are the next generation of entrepreneurs, especially the sleeping one here. So, how many of you know Minecraft?
Me.
Yeah. Awesome, right? Fun? Did you know that the guy that created Minecraft, his name was Marcus Persons, do you know that he was only 8 when he started coding? 3 years, or he was in 3rd grade. 3rd grade when he started coding. He knew at the age of 8 that he wanted to create games. He wanted to do something that he was passionate about, something that he loved, right? And he's an entrepreneur now. What about Taylor Swift? Anybody know Taylor Swift?
I've seen it.
Much different kind of entrepreneur, right?
Yeah,
She is an entrepreneur. She started writing songs when she was 12. 12 years old. Yeah, 12 years old. And look how successful she is and how much we enjoy her, right? Okay, so I'm going to move on. So everybody, entrepreneur. Big thinkers. Like to solve problems, create demand, right? We want to be the next guy that creates a hoverboard. Or Minecraft.
I'll create a bigger hoverboard
Or
than that. Cooler one.
the next professional soccer player, right?
I want to be learning Stephen Curry. Like one person with 2 hands.
You got to know your customers.
I'm going to make a robot with 2 hands.
Robot, do it. I want to see it.
I'm going to be better than Stephen Curry.
Do it. I like that. I think his name's Steven, but no, I'm just kidding. I know I'm kidding. Third thing is we have to be passionate about what we're doing. We are going to fail, and that's okay. But we keep trying, right? We ask a lot of questions. We ask a lot of questions. All right, so now I'm going to move on. I'm going to tell you a story, right? I told you that I was an entrepreneur. I have been faced with a problem that I need to solve, right? So my son, when he was 12, he's almost 15 now, but when he was 12, he came to me and he said, Mom, I want a new bike. And I said, you already have a bike. And it wasn't his birthday, it wasn't Christmas, there wasn't anything big going on. And he said, but I want a new one. And I said, well, do you think you deserve a bike? What do you think his answer was?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, he said yes. What do you think I said?
No.
Exactly, right? So he said, Mom, I want a bike. I said, do you deserve it? He's like, yes, of course I do. I was like, okay, why? And he couldn't answer me. I said, okay, well, let's talk about this. Have you been improving your grades?
No.
Have you done your chores?
No.
No, answer was no. Have you been behaving in class?
Yes.
That's great.
So these are the questions I asked him, and he couldn't say yes to any of them, right? So I said, well, then why do you think you deserve this bike? Because I want it. Well, just because we want something doesn't mean we deserve it, right?
You can't get it every time you ask.
Exactly. But what if you could earn it,
Yeah.
right? What if you had the opportunity to say, I want a new bike, and here are the things that I'm going to do to earn it? All right, so I'm going to finish my story. So we sat down, me and my 12-year-old Devin, and we made a chart on a piece of paper. And we said, okay, here are the things that you're going to do. Here is how much you're going to get for these things that you're going to do. So we gave them a list of tasks, and for each task, they had a different dollar amount associated to it, right? He wanted a $200 bike. That's expensive, right? So here is what he had to do. We wrote down how much he was going to get for each of those tasks. Now, $200, that's going to take him some time, right? And every day as he would complete that task, he would get closer to his goal of getting this new bike. All written down on a piece of paper. We're about 3 weeks in. He's doing good. Talking to his teachers, he's doing good in class. His grades are improving. He's making his bed every day. We lose the paper. Paper's lost. It's gone. We have no idea how close he was to his goal. So, in comes, I'm an entrepreneur. What do? I solve problems. In comes Earnsy. So, guys, we want your help. We want you guys to think like entrepreneurs. We want you guys to be future entrepreneurs. And one of the things that you guys are is our customer. So what if we had an app? Here's my solution. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a thinker. What if I had an app where we did all this? Not a piece of paper. My app is never going to get lost, right? What if we had an app? So that's what we want to talk about today. We want to make an app. And we're going to use your help in order to create that app. The app is going to be called Earnsy.
Wait, are we gonna get sponsored?
Define sponsored for me. You're going to have my love and adoration and gratitude.
Sponsors is a meaning of like someone wants you to support their company, wear it, and stuff.
You could call it a sponsorship.
Yes.
If you wear that shirt for me, then you're sponsoring. Yes, I like that idea. That's a good one. But today what I need your help with is I want to know, you're my customer. You're the one that's going to be using the app. You want something. You want stuff, right? You're willing to work for it, right? Your parents aren't going to give you everything you want, but I bet if you worked for it and earned it, you'd have a lot better chance of getting those things that you want, right? You've got to show that you're willing to put in the effort for things. So what we want to do is, first of all, I want to ask you some questions about these. Again, no wrong answer, right? So what are the top 5 things that you guys shop for? Just blurt them out.
Chicken. Shoes.
I like that one. Chicken? I heard chicken. Where did I
Who
hear
said
chicken?
that?
Jordans? You like shoes? You like my Jordans?
Yes. Yeah, pretty
Jewelry?
That's for women.
Oh.
Phone
You
cases.
shop.
Phone cases?
Phones.
Phones? So we've got electronics, we've got shoes and clothes, we've got accessories.
McDonald's.
I think we already have some of those back there, don't we?
Mine. Oops, that's not $100.
No.
else? What else? These are great ideas. Keep them coming. You
From-
shop for pizza, really?
Yes, I'm a.
He's a lover of pizza.
Yeah. Almost everything.
All right. What do you think's number one? So we've got in these things we have games. We have games,
Helping
right?
people out.
We have electronics. We have toys. We have accessories. What do you think's and what do you think's number one? What do you think in kids your age to about 13? What do you think is the top thing that they shop for? Go for it. Electronics.
Go stick it up.
I have a different.
Okay, go grab electronics and come stick it up here on the board.
Alexa. Alexa.
What about you? Red shirt.
Number 2.
Games.
Games. You think games is number 2? What do you think? Yep.
No peeking.
What do you think? Toys. What about you? Clothes.
Games.
Games. She already said games. She got it first.
Accessories.
Accessories. What's number 2?
What number 2?
I heard games twice.
What is it?
Those are not. We'll put them in order after. Let's let them do whatever they think. So
Well, they've said everything on that list. So games. Go grab games. Stick it up here on the board. Clothes. I know. I think that clothes would be on there too. It might be number 6. We only did the top 5. But hey,
close.
what I want for you guys to do. Oh, it is on there. What I want for you guys to do is where I need your help is we've already come up with some answers, right? So I would like for you guys to help me come up with answers that we don't already know. Right? So this is getting to know your customers. So let's,
Where do you think that goes?
we've got accessories, we've got clothes, we've got games. So I want you to write, each one of you, pick something else that you think, we'll put up there where you think that is. Do you think it's number 3, number 4, or number 5? If you think it's number 5, stick it at the
What was
bottom.
our age? What will we shop for?
So I want you guys to write down
You can if you want.
what else you think
And the
should be
last
up
and
there.
final.
Take a sip.
The one that was double check. I put snacks. The number one thing kids will buy.
outside of this, what else do you guys think?
Shoes.
I like that. Man after my own heart. Shoes. Let's put shoes up there. You guys are not good stickers.
Me? Look at mine. Look at Alexa's. Ours is perfect.
Mine was number 3.
My number was 5.
I would just say toys is already up there.
Let's guess. Go on.
What else?
Energy.
Earnsy. This is fantastic. He gets a double high five. Maybe give him 2 gift bags. No. I like that answer right there, buddy.
Mine snacks.
Look what I got.
I got snacks.
So what are you guys doing right now? What do you think you're doing? What are you helping us with?
We're helping you come up with
Idea.
Hey, that's a good word. I like that. We are brainstorming. Right? You guys are my customer. I'm getting your feedback.
Okay.
Your emojis. Good one.
How will we shop for them? Emojis.
the pillow emojis.
At the mall. The what one? At the mall. The white one?
Snacks.
I'll put earrings.
That's accessories.
What is that? Art. Ton of it. Art slash.
You guys are my customer. You're helping me create this app. finally log into the Earnsy app to say, hey, I helped you build that.
Will you
Pretty
tell us
sweet.
when you're baking?
Absolutely.
So we can tell.
Wait, so one day you might be famous?
One day. I'm already famous in my own mind.
Me too. I'm a good dancer.
Me too. Yeah.
She's here.
Bouncy houses.
I like that one.
I did that one. I want to buy a house.
What else do we have? Let's try and get,
Apple Company.
let's try and get 2 more.
Okay.
2 more.
Wanna buy a house?
What are the things that you guys want to go online and buy? Or in a store and buy? What are those things?
Everything's up there.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if we have it all covered.
Oh, sports. You can't buy
Oh,
sports.
I know.
Sports gear.
Of course.
Yeah.
Here.
Candy.
Candy. Yeah, good one. Those are good ones.
Chicken. I really
I don't know. Chicken nuggets, but food's already up there.
All right, so we've got.
I know the teacher.
Oh, now you guys are warming up.
Oh,
Get
Okay, I
fancy
cannot-
stretching for Christmas.
I'm on Snapchat.
Well, hey, that is something we're gonna get to.
That's a different house.
Pokemon. PlayStation. Here you go.
I don't think I spelled it right though.
Snapchat's not up there. It's not a game.
All right.
Pokemon right.
So here is what you guys think. A servant. You're gonna be an entrepreneur one day, my love.
I'm lazy.
I wrote that. I'm like a wild Snorlax.
I told you.
All right. So here are the top things that you guys want to shop for. So when you come into Earnsy and you get to first, what is the first thing you want to do when you log into Earnsy? If you know that Earnsy is an application that you can log into where you can select things that you want and decide on how you're going to earn them with your parents, right? You can't just say, I want to mow the grass one time and I'm going to get it done, right? So you and your parents,
Other apps.
you and your parents are,
I can track my money.
You can keep track of it.
right? You set
Like,
goals for
do you
yourself.
get it after?
Do. That's the whole point.
Do you get money on the Y'all get to know your parents. The app is just
So, maybe I should back up a minute and talk a little bit about what's next. I got a little anxious, overzealous here with jumping right into the good stuff. What is it that you want to shop for? Like, what are the things that you want, right? So, what we were thinking, and you guys tell me how you think this would go, right? So, what we were thinking is that we would have an app where you could go online and you could pick out whatever you want. I could go pick, like in Devin, my story with my son. He wanted a new bike. He could go online and say, here's the bike I want. Puts it into his profile on Earnsy. He says, Mom, this is the bike I want. Tell me what I have to do to earn it, right? So then you and your parents would sit down together and you would decide, here is the list of things, whether it be chores or good grades or good behavior, right? Here is my list of things that I have to accomplish before I can get, like in Devin's case, his bike, right? So you've told me now that when you log into Earnsy, you say, this is the stuff I want. You think we're good here? Think we've covered all of our bases here?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So let's talk about, you got one more? That's a good one. So now let's talk about what are the things that you're going to do in order to earn it, right? So if I want that bike, what are the things I'm going to do to earn it?
Like wash the dishes.
Like wash the dishes, yes.
Clean your room.
Walk. Chores. Do the laundry. Doing the dishes.
Yeah.
So we've got some already that we think are
Washing clothes. Cleaning my room. Cleaning my room.
So we want you guys, just like you gave us ideas for this stuff, we
Mowing
want
the
you.
lawn.
You're cheap. I can clearly see you.
Mowing the lawn. Vacuum it.
Vacuuming, yeah. I think that's
Who's sitting on the lawn?
all me, but I kind of stayed.
I thought you cheated.
I did it.
your teacher calls it that?
No.
That's awesome.
That would be a very bad teacher.
You would be.
I know one.
What else? What else, guys? What are the things that you would do? Right? You are
Dancing. No.
that your parents would reward you.
Taking out the dog.
And it may not just be your parents,
Cleaning
right?
the house. Cleaning the house.
What?
Taking
Write
out
it
the
down.
dogs. Oh.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Give us some ideas. What was yours?
Taking out the dogs.
That is a good one. Write that down.
Taking out the
Vacuuming. We've got doing the dishes, cleaning room, taking out trash, vacuuming, and mowing the lawn. How many of you mow the lawn?
No. I
don't
want
have
to
money.
I'm
not hard to go.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about the money.
Oh.
Cooking. That's a good one. Push.
Dancing.
I know, I don't think we have.
Well, let's think about that for a second, right? So the goal of this is so that you can
Cleaning my mom's room.
agree with your parents on what it is that you're going to earn. Right?
Mom,
How are you
clean
going
the
to earn it?
kitchen. My dog's dirty. Clean the kitchen.
How many of you get an allowance?
Not me. Not me. I'm a lazy boy. I'm just
Picking up dog poop. That's I put poop.
They can't understand me.
What else do we have?
What about babysitting?
Babysitting is a good one.
I don't have any money.
So what if we expanded? So you said babysitting, right? So are you gonna babysit for your parents?
Yeah, I'll
Or
bring
somebody
my
else.
little brother and my little sister, and I'll have a job. So when is this out? This is how to earn my money.
We're working on it right now. We have to get your feedback and your ideas to help us build it. That's why we're here.
Wait, are we the first school y'all came to?
Yes.
Cleaning room just fell off. First is best. I feel it's best.
It just wants to be on it.
And back. So does back.
So let's think about this. What if we could get other people to help us with things? Like our grandparents or our aunts and uncles
Or random strangers.
or random strangers.
But no.
No.
What's a parent? But random strangers?
Random strangers, more money. We might call stranger danger on that one.
Yeah. But I live in a nice neighborhood. No clowns.
Nice neighborhood with no crowds. I like it. Do we have any other ideas about what we would do? What are the tasks that we would complete in order to earn things? Anybody other have any more ideas?
We don't have no more cards.
Well, you need more cars.
I think everybody's
Wash the car. Did you wash your car?
Yeah, wash the car. I can
Clean out.
Clean out drinking water.
Guys, we need your feedback. You're the ones that are helping us here.
I'm terrible.
I already thought of the cool stuff. Clean the table.
So do you guys think it would be a good idea to have people other than your parents, people that you know, other than your parents, to help you assign you tasks?
There's an easier way of earning money than from toys. Write in an app and send them online. eBay,
That's a good way
Craigslist.
too.
No scamming. No scamming. Or got another one. Where you find this at? Oh, that's this one. That's hers. That's hers. No, that's hers. And where'd you find this at? That's hers.
Okay, any more ideas?
That's
Yep. You got one more? I can see it.
I don't have.
You're a big thinker. You've got big ideas.
We're big thinkers. Teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
Oh no. Playing Pokemon Go.
We've moved on from that one, buddy.
But
Now we're talking about what we're gonna do to earn the things that we want.
big good grade.
Yes, that's a great one.
Winning a basketball game.
Maybe.
My big brother says I'll give you $20 if you win the game.
Wow.
But we have another one.
Break
That-
the
that'd be a
league.
Break the leash is a good one. Yard work is a good one. All right, so let's talk about then social media?
Oh, Snapchat. Bullying. Like, Snapchat. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and something.
So what do we think that the top? What do we think that the top social media sites are? What are the ones?
Snapchat.
What are the ones that you guys use?
Snapchat.
Twitter.
Facebook. Twitter. Of course, Twitter.
Twitter?
I like Instagram.
Facebook.
I like
Ooh,
Instagram.
Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, and Facebook, and stuff like that. Instagram. Can I do Instagram? Woo. That's the old. That's the old. Yeah. We need Snapchat.
What's
What's What app? Tumblr.
What's
Tumblr. Yeah, Tumblr.
Take it up there, buddy.
Twitter.
Yeah. Ooh, can I? What she get? Your back
That's
up.
it. You got so right.
I had that.
Oh no, Messenger.
So your parents let you have phones?
Yes, I have an iPhone 6.
I have a freaking on the phone, Marley.
Oh.
It's alright. You're gonna stay. What are some other ones? What are some other social media sites that you guys use?
You can be in here.
I'm not
leaving.
I can, but you don't have to be on.
Who's leaving?
Why can't you? You are.
Then get him. Don't tell everybody.
You're leaving?
Wait, are you in the gym?
You leave? Hold on, I got
I'm
something.
all the way in here.
Bye, kiddo. Thank you so much. Had a great time.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
I got something.
That one right
Bye,
there.
sweetheart.
Going to Earnsy tonight. Can't.
Messenger. That's a good one.
Messenger.
That's that. It's out already.
Instagram.
I tried one of those before. Have you heard of Musically?
I have.
It's a good app for me. It's cringy.
MySpace.
Oh yeah, MySpace. Your girl has Musically. We need her card.
Huh?
She has
She
Musically.
has, yes. She's on Musically all the time.
Me too. How old is Jaden?
She's 8. Almost 9.
We're right on the back side of this one.
When's her birthday?
This video right on the back
Her
side of this
birthday's
one.
in December.
Ooh,
How old is
let her back there.
Right on the back side of that.
You should let her spend the day with
Start
Victoria.
from
How old is she? We're funny.
She's 9.
If she's with
Almost
us,
9.
it will be so
Well,
much
she
fun.
won't want to go forward.
Yeah.
She's
She
in
was
third.
shy.
She said hi.
Yeah, she was like,
I like chicken. Oh, yeah.
So what are some other social media apps that you guys use besides the one that we've already listed?
Musically.
We got
Facebook.
Facebook. That's a really good one.
Messenger.
We've got Messenger. We've got Music.
I don't know Musically so
Like
well.
Xbox
Xbox
One.
I was trying to make it so simple.
So, how many of y'all would, after you accomplish a task, go brag about yourself?
Oh, me.
Oh, I do. You should hear me out of school.
Okay? How many of you would go brag about yourself on one of these social media sites? Would you say, look what I just earned
Oh, no,
because of
yeah.
all my hard work?
I don't do that.
I'll be there doing that on Musically. I'll be
I'll put that money.
No, I'll be in.
Show him.
No, we got pizza. I think
That's a good one.
that's here like that.
He asked me.
Yeah,
I
that
said,
was-
Oh yeah, that pizza was good. I went.
And that I was. We were bragging. We were bragging
That's
about
a good
it was
one.
so good. Kick. We like we ate pizza.
What else?
Kick. Oh, that hurt.
Got it. What about?
I'm gonna say Messenger.
Are any of these that you wouldn't use?
Yeah.
Facebook.
Pig. This one.
Musically.
This one.
We need
And then
Musically.
I'll take this one.
I need Musically.
I need it. This.
This
Yeah.
I don't like this.
That's
one.
why I like mine.
Musically.
I like
We're not 13.
Yeah, every song that comes
That's
out,
right.
we go
You're
straight
not
to
13 yet.
What?
How many of you have a Facebook even though you're not 13 yet?
Me.
Me.
Not
I'm-
me.
I'm-
You're old enough. You're like 20 something.
You're right.
Ooh.
You're
See, I'm a
27.
good estimator.
21.
No.
Everybody's 21.
She would be
Yeah.
like 3.
My daughter's 23.
Whoa.
You're 30. You're 37. He probably didn't want to come.
He probably has
I like you a whole lot.
That's a new one.
He needs another prize.
Lively.
Oh,
Okay.
he actually gets another.
Was there anything else that you guys can think of? Any other social media stuff that you guys use?
That old.
Dub
Wait, are you really 37?
Dub Smash.
Dub Smash.
Dub Smash? Write it down.
What's Dub Smash?
Write it back.
I know one that you probably don't know. It's called
Shoot.
one paper.
Write it on the other side. I know, but I just put it on the other side.
What is it called?
Another one.
Wishbone. That is true. That is.
Wishbone.
What is that app? Lively.
Is there
Show
a-
TV?
It's already there.
Shoe?
It's like something you can record streams. Wait,
What about Vine?
Netflix.
Oh,
I might have not. No, I want live spell live and then put it .le. I mean L-Y. Netflix live.
On demand.
Oh my god.
That's what
That's what
guys,
you
I
do
think
with your phone.
this is awesome feedback, and I appreciate you guys helping us out so much. I am going to. That's my husband. That's Jim.
We knew.
You knew.
I get it.
Now
Now
for
for
no
no
shot,
shot,
I
husband
week
and
out
wife.
in 2 months.
You know my kiss the bride.
So I'm gonna hand it over to my husband now to kind of wrap things up. How many of you want to be entrepreneurs?
It sounds
I just
fun.
want to be
Startup.
I don't believe you for a minute.
Honestly, I'm gonna be.
The next thing, you're already an entrepreneur.
Getting there. Working on
What do
it.
you guys work on?
Going for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it
I
my
will
turn?
not
It's
make
your
the
turn.
My turn.
Need some
It's his turn.
So, I saw some pizza.
Me too. Like back there.
So I'm
That
gonna
was
wrap
on
up.
Sprite.
So what we did, when you guys, before we leave, I got a little gift bag for y'all back there. So the feedback you gave us today, this is what you see here today. You're helping us build this out. This is really cool. So when you guys get to log in, you're gonna say like, yeah, that's mine. I'm part owner of this. You know, I'm on the board of directors because you guys gave us this feedback. So we're gonna continue to do this and keep it so we can make it smarter and smarter. So when you guys go there. But in the interim, I'm going to give you one of these. Earnsy.
What the
Yeah,
app's
what?
gonna look like.
Quiet call. So I'm going to give you one of these. So if you can go on via your phone or at home on the computer. You can go to Earnsy today. So what we're doing today on Earnsy is you take a picture of yourself doing some work with a broom, and then after permission, of course. Take a picture of yourself, and then you can share it if you're on any of these, and you get the most likes. Whoever gets the most likes, we're actually sending gifts. You email their parents and say, "Hey, guess who just won?" And you gotta go do it.
Wait, what will we win? I'm gonna go do
A
it. I'm gonna be
unicorn.
showing me. A unicorn? Hoverboard? I love
Well, I
unicorns.
don't know. That's
I love unicorns.
unicorn on a hoverboard.
Yeah, I want to see videos of that.
So we're giving away random prizes, right? We're giving away random. We're gonna give away random stuff. So in your bag, you'll see this. It has a www.earnsy.com. Does anyone have any questions?
No. Where's my unicorn coming?
When? You gotta go here.
I'm gonna use
Hold on, one at a time.
Is it gonna be a surprise what you think?
Surprise! It will.
Yeah, don't tell me. Hoverboard.
What
Do
are
that.
those?
You
Um,
like the when you sign in, do you have to can you say how old you are?
No. So we didn't want to have we wanted to protect your age and all that stuff. So all you do is let's say like I'm washing dishes. You put where you're at. Austin starts to fill it out for you, and then your parents put their email address in. So we don't have your name or your age or anything like that. Just a picture of you doing something. So you're protected. It has a number, and then we have a secret ninja back end that I know who you are.
You know who I am.
I do. Watch it. Yes, ma'am.
Whoa! Wait, can we log in like that? Like with any of those?
Can you log in any of these?
Yeah, like with
You can share them. You can share on those.
No,
You want me to show you?
yeah.
So it looks like this when you log in.
Let's check on you.
It's like we telling a secret.
Went before 5.
It looks like this when you log in today. You You like
Yeah, I
this?
mean,
Look
I'm
at
just,
Look at doing cleaning a little bit. This guy's doing some cooking. This guy washing dishes. This guy's mopping. When you click on the picture, it blows up like this. You can like it, share it to Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr,
Oh, I
the
got Pinterest. What's
Pinterest.
Pinterest? Ah, I should do it.
You can share it. And
not
so
too
this
late.
guy right now has 10 likes today.
What's the most likes so far?
I don't know, you have to go on Earnsy and see.
I'm just
So I'm gonna wrap it up because I know you guys are hungry. I really appreciate every single one of you. You guys are awesome. You're our very first group,
Thank
right?
you for the prize.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate
So I'm gonna hand it over.
I appreciate it.
Pizza time.
Oh, let's go!
Hey, can we get a big Team Earnsy in here real quick?
Earnsy on three.
On the count of 3, we're gonna say Team Earnsy. 1, 2, 3.
Team Earnsy! Oh, I got
Hey, great job, guys. We really appreciate you. That was
It's
awesome.
like we just won a
Good job.
championship.